Which TV series has aged like milk? There was a reality show on Fox called Black, White, where they put a white family in blackface and a black family in whiteface. Just reading about it, it turns out the white family wasn't even a real family. They were unrelated actors. https://n.wikipedia.org/wiki/black._white https://n.wikipedia.org/wiki/black._white. The very first episode of Hill Street Blues has two cops breaking up a domestic disturbance caused by a woman finding her man fucking her 15-year-old daughter. The man is told not to be shitty, the woman is told to put out more, and the child is told not to be so tempting. Then the cops leave, patting themselves on the back for a job well done. A shot at love with Tila Tequila. Dance Moms used to be entertaining. Now all I can see is the psychological effects it must have had on those girls. Secret Life of an American Teenager. Just what? Anyone remember a very controversial dating show from the UK called There's Something About Miriam? Pretty standard dating show premise, with a bunch of guys trying to win the affections of a gorgeous Thai model. The twist being she was a pre-op trans woman. The final big scene saw her reveal her penis to the winner. Remember, the top comment on today's video will make it into tomorrow's video. Be sure to answer the question in the comments below. Extreme Makeover. I remember watching this show as a kid and being like, oh wow, they're fixing all these ugly people with plastic surgery and making them happy. I just think that caused a whole generation to think they could change their body with money. Show lasted like 4 seasons. Couldn't imagine that show today. America's Next Top Model has to be #1. From all the behind-the-scenes shit that went on in production to what the show actually shows, it's all just horrendous. The Swan was 2 women who are considered ugly ducklings participating in a pageant against each other after undergoing a 3-month transformative process, aka having heaps of plastic surgery. You are what you eat. Host Gillian McKeith, or to use her full medical title, Gillian McKeith, was an absolute quack with an online medical qualification from a Mickey Mouse University. She pretended to be a scientist by being recorded standing around in a lab wearing a white coat, spouted on scientific nonsense that anyone who had done a GCSE in science could see through, and was obsessed with getting people to shit in Tupperware boxes. It got cancelled after the final series when you had to have her move in with you. In the last few years she popped up again as a prominent anti-vaxxer once COVID vaccines became available. Jim'll fix it. Pretty Little Liars. I think even at the time, the teacher dating his 16-year-old student storyline was considered creepy, but in 2022 it's honestly unbelievable that was ever portrayed in any kind of positive light. Also that her parents didn't immediately just report him to the police. The Pickup Artist. https://n.wikipedia.org/wiki/the_pickup_artist_TV_series. Short-lived MTV show from the 00s capitalizing on the popularity on the seduction community and interest in pickup artist culture. Honestly though, I remember seeing a few episodes back during its run and already thinking that it felt kinda ick and cringe at the time. Not the whole series but Ally McBeal. In one episode Ally found out her BF is bi and her reason breaking up with him was she afraid that one day her BF would be attracted to their son. Beauty and the Beast TV show from 1987. My mother loved this show back then. Well, I bought her the box set last year. She watched 5 episodes and couldn't do it, embarrassed smiley face. Well, she passed away a month ago and I'm just going through shit. So I decided to watch it because I fucking miss her. Well, I can see why she couldn't finish it. Supersize vs Super Skinny. For those unfamiliar, it took a bunch of morbidly obese people and a bunch of dangerously thin people and made them swap diets for several days. I used to watch it religiously to motivate myself at the gym, but actually it's incredibly harmful when you think about it. Let's take a bunch of people with problematic eating, and scare and bully them into doing better, not actually address the issues that are causing them to over or undereat in the first place. Sons of Guns. I think we all know why that show has all been erased from the internet. Rot in jail, Will Hayden. I don't think people understand the meaning of aged like milk. What not to wear. Nothing like having your family secretly recording you when you look terrible and then gathering everyone you know to have a style intervention to watch said footage while 2 strangers pick you apart. Then they pressure you into throwing away all your clothes. I really hope they donated them, and then gave you enough money to buy like 4 outfits but only on their terms and also fuck your personal preferences and sense of style. You have to dress like a boring adult. And I ate that shit up. Ick. If the quality of a show declined, it's not what this question is about. If you watched a show you thought was good, but rewatching it years later you realize it's bad, for many different reasons, then it has aged like milk. House of Cards. Not only spacey, but the vast majority of the storylines seem ridiculous now as politicians get away with far worse things openly than what took people down in Hawk. Marriage counseling? Smiley face.